playing for you is finito. So something's come to an end. And there's one hell of a conclusion. Whether that's just a mind space or head space you was in, internally you was going through some changes. Your external world might not have known why you was in whatever you were in. Whether you was just involving yourself in a different environment, or you may have just been investing and expressing yourself differently towards your environment. You feel me? Something's over though. Internally, that whole friction finally came to a resolution. Now you in a higher mentality or a higher mind about whatever you're doing now, and you know what you were doing before you shouldn't have been doing through experience in that space. You done been through enough regarding that to know what you need to know. And finito, it's over. Now you now you're in a new space, and it's like you got a higher mind or ideas about that situation. Or it's just you after going through the fire, now you're in a new place. Or you just no longer associating yourself with people external to you. You no longer involving yourself or expressing yourself in a certain environment, or relating with certain people, or relating with certain emotions you hold within yourself. You feel me? Yeah, look, this made an appearance in your last one. You let something go. Something's over for you. Yeah, Tower, something's over for you. You ain't doing that no more, because it doesn't have you in a healing state. Whether it was something you were doing, you were expressing, or just an environment you were associating yourself with, whether that environment had people in it or not. Queen of Wands in reverse is the first card out. You know what? I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna shuffle for you. I don't usually do that for the first card. No, but your last card was the Ace of Coins in reverse. Now I could take the Queen of Wands in reverse. You feel me? We not gonna do that this time. Just let me get one more good shuffle in first. Now if it come out, I can't help you. If it come back, can't help you. That's on you, Aries. That's your energy. You feel me? You might have to check yourself. You may not be listening to your intuition, or you listening to your negative intuition. You feel me? You listening to the snake a whole lot right now when it comes to what you want and how you want to invest or see something. You feel me? And if that shit came back though, can't be mad at that. I'll take that one. So you might be in a position where you letting something go, or you ain't got no choice but to let something go. That was in your last one. So it's the similar energies carrying over there, Aries, and it was in the same position. So what you got going on? Something's over. Whether you holding on to something that's already dead, you trying to resurrect some shit, you out here trying to be a little necromancer when it comes to a certain mind. You trying to raise after going through a certain experience in your life, this man needs to be killed, or this man was killed after your external world reacted to the actions that you brought from your internal world. You feel me? Now that man is dead, you like, hold on, maybe if I shift it, if I switch it up, maybe I could bring it back. Maybe I could raise that man from the dead and get that idea back out there. Maybe this is still, no, whatever we talking about, whatever it is, it didn't stick. You know what that means. Better than I know what that means. That's a whole deck. We ain't gonna talk about that one. Hit your foot though. You were real comfortable somewhere. Something was home to you. Whatever we talking about. Now, hey, listen, it's just like your last one. In a sense where it's either, if it's your solo battle, you may have been stripped from something. You feel me? Something was stripped from you. Whether it was just you were ripped from a space, or you were holding on to a certain understanding or certain perspective or something third dimensional. You don't want to let that go, but you had to let it go. But that put you, now you're lighter. Now that that's out of your hands, you can be as light as you are meant to be. You feel me? You can think freely now. Something's over. It's the world. And in your last reading, the sun came out. You feel me? It's like you're free. And then death, it's because something was taken from you, or because you chose to let something go. You ran away from home. what an internal home, you might have had a real state of mind you were real comfortable with. You were real familiar with it, but it didn't bring you no passion. If it did, it brought you. Look, it had you in a lower image when you were associating yourself with something or someone. Whether it was just expressions and ideas you were promoting, or you were kicking it with a couple folks, some folk and them, and then they had you being received by your reality a certain type of way. And it was a way you didn't want it, but it took that happening. It took you being infamous instead of famous to let go of whatever you were holding on to. Nice for what? Is this on this playing field? Yeah, put your foot though. Oh, this was in your last one, but it was upright. So if someone outside of you got let go, it hurt you and someone outside of you. But someone outside of you might be crying. If it's you versus you, you may have shed some tears. You may still be shedding tears, but it's like it's there. Your tears are watering you. Because again, someone didn't want to let some shit go. If it's you versus someone outside of you never thought you would have did this. Whatever we talking about. Someone outside of you never thought you would have figured some shit out. Never thought you would have connected some dots. Or they never thought you would have given this up as much. Because you may have been in the position to always. You feel me? Now you may not be nice to somebody after going through that growth, after going through all that, whatever we talk about, all that friction regarding the situation you were investing yourself with. Excuse. The Chariot in reverse. Hey, listen. I hope, man, someone might be crying. Now, whether someone outside of you done took a wrong step with you, or you might have took a wrong step regarding something you were investing, something you was doing. You were doing something. I don't know what you was doing. I hope 12 ain't involved though, Aries. I hope 12 ain't involved regarding whatever you let go of something, or you were put in a position to let go of something. Shit, you might be letting go of. Hey, listen. It's like, in order for you to get free from this, it's like you gotta tell on somebody. But be honest with you. And then it's like, nice for what? What you gotta be nice to them for if they put you in some shit? You feel me? They got you caught up in a whole lot of bullshit. Put your foot in Aries, you know what I'm talking about. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna hurt you, but that's the only way for you the world upright. That's the only way this is gonna become complete. You gonna have to fess up. Whatever we talking about, whether that's someone outside of you, and because the Chariot in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse, yeah, if it's third dimensional, yeah, someone could be crying. Because it's like you might have already told on somebody. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's almost like you wasn't gonna take heat for some shit. Yeah, it's like some shit you might have been in, but you weren't a part of. You feel me? You ain't orchestrate none of this. You ain't had nothing to do with that. So you gave someone up. You let what you knew about a situation go. Now someone might be crying. Might just be crying. It don't even gotta be as far as you like dealing with the feds and none of them. Nah, it could just be like you let them go. And you might have let them go because of how they was bringing themselves to shit. Someone could have been obsessed with you or obsessed with an energy that you and them shared. It's like someone wanted to do something. Someone kept wanting to do something, whether it was working or not. Well, if I didn't say it in this one, I said it in your last one. Something didn't stick, but it's like whether you were the hard-headed one or someone outside of you was real stubborn. Even though it wasn't working, they knew it would work. And shit it wasn't even right to begin. Yeah, it wasn't even right to begin with, though. So now what you gotta be nice to her, him or her for? What you got? Yeah, you already let that shit go. Ever since you let it go, you damn, I switched their places. Ever since you let it go, you got brought to it's like you were able to go to a higher mind about it, or just see it from a new space or perspective. Ever since you did that, yeah, if it's you versus you, you might be crying because of it's like you are realizing you were infamous. And it's like you're realizing how much of a villain you were in this scenario, setting, or just in your life, period. Where did I put that card? Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, though. You know what you got going. We talking about home, though. Something that was home to you. Whether it was just a comfortable emotional mind or dirty Diana. Yeah, you was real dirty back in your day. Whatever we talking about, or somebody was fucking with you and they was doing you dirty. Now that you finally done, you fed up with it, you done with it, yeah, someone kind of fucked up about that. Because you let them go. And they never knew you would do that. Yeah, that was the last thing folks was expecting from you, Aries, regarding your home. Because it was like, this was your home. And you don't let go of home. That Aries did it, though. There's no turning back. Whatever we talking about. Yeah, look, ain't no turning back. Someone's stuck in some shit with you. Whether that's you, someone outside you. Whoever was dirty. Yeah, it's too late. You don't talk about it. Sure enough. Can't ignore it, though. It fits the script. Fit the script, though. Can't ignore that. We just gonna put it back. I know what it means. That's all that matters. Fit the script, though. Somebody, you back. If it's you, it took you some lengths to get here, but you here nonetheless. Yeah, look, you ain't confused. No, can't nobody hit you with the okadoke no more. Hit you with the roly poly. You feel me? Can't nobody play on you when it comes to how you feel about that. Him, her, this, there, expressing this action, investing yourself in a certain type. You done shed you shed enough tears to learn about that. You feel me? Yeah, now you in a new mind. You in a new place of nurturing and or investing in yourself or in your world. Someone outside of you might be crying because you ain't investing in their world. You ain't fucking with what they got going on no more. You more so focused on your elevation or just the completion of whatever we talking about. Put your foot though. You gotta let me know. It's a whole lot of shoes. Yeah, I'm telling you, until you know how you feel. And the King of Cups right after that. Yeah, you know how you got clarity, you got beyond clarity of understanding or just your own emotions, your own feelings about a topic, subject, situation, or circumstance in your reality you were engaged with. Yeah, you got to the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm tired, you see. You feel me? Dirty Diana. You might still be dealing with somebody who ain't ready to let some shit go with you though, Aries. You feel me? You were the fire and you were the fuel in their life. You were the one who brought the light. You were the awareness. Now that you ain't the light, now that you're no longer bringing your mind or investing your time in there, someone going through it. And it's like you doing that brought someone outside of you clarity about how you feel. It's like you had to let someone go and grow in order for them to understand how they feel about you. Now someone crying because they might have did you dirty. Regarding how they emotionally invested and expressed in the space they shared with you. Now that they got this understanding after you done moved out of a situation or a space, now someone want to fight for this. Someone is fight tooth and nail for that. But if it's you versus someone, that's another shoe. You feel me? Now put your foot though. I ain't telling you to take them back. I ain't telling you to decline. I'm just giving you the information.